So here we have the first of John's prototype lithium setups built in the UK. So I've just finished this today. The package arrived on Friday. It's taken me about 3 hours, 3 or 4 hours solid fiddling around, watching the videos, making sure I wasn't making any stupid mistakes. Obviously, as you get experienced, I reckon probably I could do a second one now, shave an hour off that immediately. And I think if you got really good, you could probably do it in a couple of hours, maybe build up a pack. So I've done it pretty much as John said. I only done a couple of very minor things wrong. I didn't use the hardware for this. I just tie wrapped it into position. My MCM has already got my CNC manual control in, because we need to manage the regen and assist so we don't overall discharge or overcharge the cell. So I've got that. This has also got the 40% current hack. I've got a 175 amp fuse installed. There were no major issues with the installation, as John has explained it very well. So I should say straight away, really, I forgot to say this right at the beginning, a very big thanks to John for all the work he's done on this. It's a great project, and hopefully it's going to be a good result as well. So he's put a lot of effort into it. I like things like this acrylic. This is really nice, just covers it all up, makes it look really nice and neat. So it doesn't look too bad, obviously, and this is like version 1 or version 1.1. So as things progress and we learn perhaps slightly different ways to do things, it become even better than it already is. Obviously this is great that it's in the standard pack. So I've wired mine up ready for the LCD, and this is the green heat sensor for the intake. Got the blue one attached to there, and this is all as John's done it. So I haven't loaded the firmware yet because I know nothing about GitHub, so I shall look at that tomorrow probably. It's been a very long day, so I shall look at that tomorrow. The only thing I really did differently at all was I didn't like the way John struggled with getting this fan shroud on, so I've cut the aluminium and cut a chunk out of the corner, and it just obviously goes on straight away. So you can put all this wiring in, and then you can put the fan shroud in without having to worry about trying to thread this massive wire through here and then trying to get the plates on and all that business. I just didn't like that at all, so I've done that. And the one of the other things I would say is that I also made sure I was wearing some insulating gloves while I was messing around with any of this, really. As soon as I got onto starting with the packs, etc., it was insulating gloves on, and it was safety first. I mean, even with a good technique, not touching more than one point at a time, it's still possible to make a mistake. So you really do need some gloves on. And that's about it, really. I think that was the only thing really significantly I did different. I just cut the aluminium there and put it in. All the leads were pretty much about right lengths, etc. Everything was there, and that's about it. So it's basically ready. It's all assembled, plus 40% with IMA CNC, and it's ready to go into my CVT. Now I'm going to use a manual transmission MCM in the CVT, but it doesn't really matter. They're not really that bothered. So I'm just basically ready to go. I'm just going to have a look at the firmware tomorrow morning, see if I can program it and get it to do something with the LCD, and it'll be ready to go into the car in the next day or two. So thanks again, John, for all the work, and all the other contributors, and the people who found these packs in the first place, because otherwise we wouldn't be doing any of this.